The Bank of England and the country's budget office have now warned that Britain would be heading for its deepest recession in 3 centuries this year. A tight coronavirus lockdown observed in the month of April has now resulted in a record 20.4% contraction in Britain's economy, and this contraction is 3 times greater than the decline seen during the 2008 economic downturn. In the 3 months to April, the overall economy contracted by 10.4%, which is the biggest fall on record, and the output in the dominant services sector fell by 19% in April from March, while manufacturing was down more than 24% and construction crashed by nearly a half. The data released by the Office for National Statistics points to the bottom of the crash before a long and slow recovery. The slump has also dwarfed previous downturns in Britain's recent history. Britain now faces its worst and deepest recession in nearly 300 years. The Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development earlier said that Britain was on course for the worst downturn, with the economy forecast to contract 11.5% this year. The British government has now taken a few steps, including a scheme to pay workers who are only temporarily laid off, alongside grants, loans and tax cuts for companies to bring the economy back on track. Next week, much of Britain's retail sector is due to reopen, as long as shops follow strict social distancing rules. The Bank of England has already said that signs of an economic recovery are visible as the coronavirus-imposed lockdowns and restrictions are lifted, but there is still likely to be long-term economic damage. Among other European countries, France's economy looks set to show a 15% quarterly contraction in the April to June period, while the German industrial output dropped by 17.9% in the month of April.